The country is celebrating the royal wedding of Prince Abdul Mateen, the fourth son of world's longest reigning monarch and one of the world's richest men, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah.
The lavish 10-day-long wedding began on the 7th of January. Ladies and gentlemen, the first look at the royal couple together next to each other was both stunning and beautiful. How can you not smile looking at this magnificent sight? Prince Mateen of Brunei, often called one of the most eligible bachelors in the world, has finally made a life-changing decision. He's tied the knot. His wedding to Anisha Rosner was nothing short of magical, like a scene from a fairy tale. The entire nation, along with millions beyond its borders, watched with wide eyes as the charming prince exchanged vows with the stunning Anisha. It was a celebration filled with elegance, love, and the kind of grandeur you'd only expect from royalty. But just as everyone was settling into the idea of this perfect royal romance, something unexpected happened. A royal banquet ceremony was held on Monday to celebrate the wedding of Prince Abdul Mateen and Anisha Rosner. Among the thousands of guests, what seemed like the beginning of a dreamy happily ever after took a sudden turn, leaving everyone shocked. Anisha, who had just stepped into the royal spotlight as a new princess, became the target of intense online criticism. The comments were harsh, cruel, and relentless, enough to shake anyone's confidence. It wasn't long before she made the heartbreaking decision to completely step away from social media. The world was left with questions. Why was Anisha facing so much negativity? How was Prince Mateen handling this storm surrounding his new wife? After all, this wasn't just a personal matter, it was a situation that involved the image of Brunei's royal family. As rumors swirled and critics grew louder, the public couldn't help but wonder, what was the real story? Finally, after months of silence, Prince Mateen broke his quiet stance and shared the truth about what had been going on. His words shed light on Anisha's struggles and revealed the challenges of living in the public eye as a royal couple. Stay with us as we dive deep into this royal saga and uncover why Prince Mateen felt compelled to speak out about Anisha Rosner's journey. Prince Abdul Mateen of Brunei was born on August 10, 1991, as a proud member of Brunei's royal family. He comes from a rich heritage and has achieved a lot in different areas. He is the 10th child and 4th son of Sultan Hassan Bolkiah, making him part of a large and respected family. His mother, Datin Paduka Seri Haja Mariam, was the Sultan's second wife. Growing up, Prince Mateen had many siblings, which made his royal household lively and full of tradition. Education played a big role in shaping Prince Mateen's life. He started his schooling at St. Andrew's School in Bandar Seri Begawan, the capital of Brunei. Later, he moved to Paduka Seri Begawan Sultan Science College and then to the prestigious Jeradong International School. But his quest for knowledge didn't stop there. Prince Mateen traveled to London to study further. In 2014, he graduated from King's College London with a bachelor's degree in international politics. Not one to settle for less, he continued his studies and earned a master's degree in international studies and diplomacy from the School of Oriental and African Studies at the University of London in 2016. From a young age, Prince Mateen's upbringing was carefully planned to prepare him for his royal duties and varied interests. His strong educational background laid the groundwork for his success not just as a royal but also as a skilled individual who balances tradition with modern responsibilities. Prince Mateen's life isn't just about academics. His passion for military service is another key part of his journey. At the age of 18, he joined the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, one of the most respected military institutions in the world. There, he completed a challenging 44-week training program and graduated as an officer cadet in 2011. His father, the Sultan, proudly witnessed his promotion to second lieutenant, a memorable day for the royal family. After Sandhurst, Prince Mateen joined the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment, a unit steeped in tradition and history. By 2016, he had worked his way up to the rank of acting captain, and in 2021, he was promoted to major. His military skills don't stop there. In 2017, Prince Mateen began flying training at RAF Cranwell, and in 2018, he earned his wings, becoming a qualified helicopter pilot. Prince Mateen had the honor of presenting him with his pilot's badge. To further test himself, he completed the Tough All-Arms Commando course in the UK, an 11-week program that pushes participants to their physical and mental limits. By 2022, he had added parachuting to his list of accomplishments after completing a basic jump course at RAF Brize Norton. Prince Mateen also represents Brunei in the world of diplomacy. In 2015, he attended the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Malta, and in 2017, He was at the inauguration of the new Oxford Centre for Islamic Studies building. He has strengthened Brunei's ties with countries like Jordan during key meetings and attended major events like the Ascension of Emperor Naruhito in Japan and the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022. Beyond his formal roles, Prince Matin is passionate about sports. He excelled in polo, representing Brunei at the Southeast Asian Games in 2017 and 2019. In 2019, his team, MB Polo, won the Gold Cup in Spain, a significant achievement in international polo. His love for sports also extends to charity football matches, where his team, the Gunners, raised significant funds for good causes. Adding to his busy life, Prince Matin founded the JAB Boxing Gym, a modern training center aimed at promoting fitness and healthy living in Brunei. He also plays an important role in preserving Brunei's culture as deputy chairman of the Jabatan Adat Istiadat Negara, an institution dedicated to protecting the nation's heritage. Prince Matin's life is full of energy and purpose, blending his royal responsibilities with a commitment to his people and passions. It's clear he gives his best to every part of his life. The woman who captured Prince Matin's heart. You might be curious about how Prince Matin found Anisha Rosner, a woman who could match his interests and passions. Their story began when Anisha entered his life. Before we get to the truth Prince Matin revealed, let's get to know who Anisha Rosner is. Anisha Rosner Isa Kalik was born on November 6, 1994. She has a multicultural background. Her mother, Siti Mariam Isa, is Malay, and her father, Adam Isaac Kalik, is Croatian. This mix of cultures gave her a global perspective from a young age and shaped her interests and ambitions. Anisha is the granddaughter of Pind Isa, a notable figure in Brunei's government and a special advisor to the Sultan. Growing up, she was familiar with Brunei's traditions and customs, spending time around the royal family. Anisha shared her early years with three siblings, Daniel Dean Idris and Marina Isa Kalik, along with four half-siblings from her father's other relationships. This big family environment nurtured her sense of community and connection. She developed a range of interests, from horse riding to playing musical instruments like the piano, violin, and guitar. These early pursuits gave her both discipline and creativity, traits that would define her as an entrepreneur. Anisha's education took her around the globe. Along with her siblings, she attended Jeradong International School in Brunei, building a strong academic foundation. Curious about the wider world, she pursued a degree in European Studies with French and Spanish at the University of Bath in the United Kingdom from 2013 to 2017. Anisha also spent a semester at CEU San Pablo University in Madrid, deepening her understanding of European culture. To further broaden her horizons, she worked in Paris, immersing herself in the language and culture of the French capital. Upon returning to Brunei, Anisha embarked on her entrepreneurial journey. She became known as a fashion-forward thinker and a savvy businesswoman. She launched her fashion label, Silk Collective, which focuses on creating high-quality garments made from silk, a material with a special place in Brunei's traditional wear. Through her brand, Anisha merged modern fashion sensibilities with Brunei's rich textile heritage, offering a fresh take on contemporary style. Anisha's interest didn't stop at fashion. She also co-founded Authentica, a travel agency that provides unique cultural experiences across multiple countries. Authentica aims to offer travelers deeper connections to the places they visit, emphasizing immersive cultural interactions over typical tourist activities. This venture reflects Anisha's passion for bridging cultures and creating meaningful travel experiences. Anisha's bond with her family remains strong, even as she steps into the royal spotlight. Her brother, Daniel Dean Isa Kalik, is a close friend of Prince Matin. The two share a mutual love for polo and are often seen together at events, strengthening the connection between Anisha's family and the royal family. A royal romance. You might be wondering how the love story between Anisha Rosner Isaac Kalik and Prince Matin of Brunei began, eventually leading to one of the most highly anticipated royal weddings in recent years. Prince Abdul Matin of Brunei and Anisha Isa Kalik are set to captivate the world with their love story, culminating in a grand celebration. Prince Matin, the fourth son and 10th child of Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, has always been in the public eye. However, despite his royal status and the attention it brings, he has kept much of his personal life private. Anisha Rosner Isa Kalik, on the other hand, has a unique background. As mentioned earlier, she is the granddaughter of Pind Isa, the Sultan's special advisor, and has mixed heritage, Croatian on her father's side and Bruneian on her mother's. Anisha brings a blend of cultures into the royal fold. While the exact details of their relationship remain closely guarded, it is widely believed that Anisha and Prince Matin have been dating for several years. Their closeness has been visible at various public events, and those who know them describe their connection as genuine and affectionate. Their relationship seemed to fly under the radar for a long time, but hints of their deep bond started to surface at key royal occasions. In January 2023, Anisha joined Prince Matin at the wedding of his sister, Princess Azima Ni'matul Bolkiah, who married Prince Bahar bin Jeffrey Bolkiah, her first cousin. Anisha's presence at the event hinted at the growing importance of her role within the royal circle. She was also spotted with Prince Matin at the wedding of his sister, Princess Fadzila, in 2022, and each public appearance fueled speculation about their relationship. Their comfortable and easygoing dynamic caught the attention of royal watchers, who began to see them as the next couple in Brunei's royal spotlight. Then came the official announcement that many had been eagerly awaiting. In October 2023, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, Prince Matin's father, made an official statement confirming the engagement of his son to Anisha Rosna Isa Kalik. The announcement, delivered through Brunei's national broadcaster Radio Television Brunei, outlined that the wedding celebrations would take place from January 7 to January 16, 2024. The news brought a wave of excitement across Brunei and beyond as fans of the royal family looked forward to the upcoming celebrations. The engagement news also spilled into the digital world, with Prince Matin sharing a heartwarming New Year's message on Instagram just 1 week before the wedding festivities began. The post featured a photo of him and Anisha standing side by side, elegantly dressed, Prince Matin in a tailored blue suit and Anisha in a cream blazer with her diamond engagement ring prominently visible. The post reflected their shared excitement and set the tone for the joyful days ahead. The 10-day royal wedding extravaganza. What followed was a wedding celebration that many called not just the wedding of the decade but of the century. The wedding festivities began, transforming Brunei's capital, Bandar Seri Begawan, into a dazzling display of grandeur, tradition, and celebration. As Prince Abdul Matin, often referred to as Asia's most eligible bachelor, married Anisha Rosna Isa Kalik, the nuptials spanned an incredible 10 days filled with traditional and religious ceremonies. Brunei celebrated the wedding of Prince Abdul Matin in a lavish 10-day-long royal ceremony. The wedding celebrations began on January 7 and lasted through January 16, with lavish banquets and public celebrations that brought the city to life in a spectacular display of royal opulence. The celebrations kicked off in early January with a Khodam Quran ceremony, a sacred event that involved a complete reading of the Quran. This set the tone for the wedding, blending reverence for tradition with extravagant cultural displays. Anisha made her first bridal appearance in a custom-made baju kurung designed by renowned designers. The dress was intricately woven with tenun in Brunei, a local textile that symbolized her connection to Brunei's heritage. The designer described the moment as an honor, and the dress perfectly reflected the elegance expected from a royal bride. Following the Quran reading, the couple participated in the Istiadat Beranai ceremony, a centuries-old tradition in both Malaysia and Brunei. This ritual involved the application of scented paste to the hands of the bride and groom by close family members, symbolizing blessings for a prosperous, happy, and fertile married life. Prince Matin arrived at the ceremony, further adding to the splendor of the event. Grand ceremonies and celebrations. The ceremony began grandly, with Prince Matin accompanied by a parade of 40 spear bearers. His entrance was marked by a 17-gun salute that echoed through the air. Anisha arrived separately but received the same blessings. The couple's coordinated red attire, resplendent with elaborate designs, stood out as a highlight of this rich cultural display. The events continued with a series of solemnization ceremonies held separately for male and female attendees, reflecting the deep-rooted customs of Brunei's royal family. Inside the gold-domed Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque, Prince Matin performed the Akad Nikah, or marriage solemnization, dressed in traditional white wedding attire adorned with diamond motifs. He sat between 4 ceremonial candles on a cure, a special mat symbolizing a sacred space for this solemn commitment. As he kissed the hand of his father, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, a 17-gun salute marked the end of the ceremony. The branding ceremony and procession. As the days of celebration unfolded, anticipation built toward the grand finale. The branding ceremony and the citywide procession that would officially recognize Prince Matin and Anisha as husband and wife. Held in the Royal Throne Hall of Istana Nurul Iman, the Sultan's Grand Palace. The branding ceremony showcased the new couple in all their regal splendor. Anisha wore a stunning pair of diamond earrings and an impressive diamond necklace while carrying a delicate silver bouquet embellished with gems. After the branding ceremony, the newlyweds embarked on a parade through Bandar Seri Begawan in a vintage open-top Rolls-Royce. The streets were lined with enthusiastic crowds eager to catch a glimpse of the royal couple. Billboards celebrating the union adorned the city, and festive decorations turned the capital into a vibrant celebration of love and tradition. As the car slowly made its way through the streets, Prince Matin waved to the cheering crowds while Anisha, resplendent in her royal attire, smiled beside him. The grand banquet. The celebrations didn't stop there. The final night featured a grand wedding banquet at the royal palace, attended by 5,000 guests from around the world. Among them were distinguished royal figures like King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuk and Queen Jetsun Pema of Bhutan, Indonesia's President Joko Widodo, and the Philippines' President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. The royal banquet was a feast for the senses, with an array of gourmet dishes, each more sumptuous than the last. Opulent crystal chandeliers bathed the hall in warm light, reflecting off gold-trimmed dinnerware and crystal goblets. Tables overflowed with delicacies ranging from the finest seafood to meticulously prepared traditional Iranian cuisine, offering a blend of local flavors and international flair. Anisha's bridal attire for the banquet was another showstopper. She donned an exquisite off-white gown adorned with sparkling sequins, perfectly complementing the diamond tiara atop her head. This tiara held special significance, having been worn previously by Prince Matin's sister, Princess Azima, symbolizing a passing of tradition and connection within the royal family. The tiara featured over 132 carats of diamonds arranged in intricate patterns, adding a touch of timeless elegance to her bridal look. Prince Matin was equally striking in his black and gold ceremonial uniform, adorned with medals that signified his military achievements and contributions. Challenges after the fairytale. Yet, as the couple settled into married life, their fairytale beginning encountered its first challenges. Behind the glamour, life in the royal spotlight turned out to be far more challenging for Anisha Rosner than anyone could have imagined. After her fairytale wedding, what started as a dreamy romance with Prince Matin quickly turned into a whirlwind of controversies, endless speculation, and constant public attention. Anisha's journey into the royal family of Brunei wasn't as smooth as it appeared. She faced harsh criticism from the public, intense media scrutiny, and even some tension with certain royal insiders. This tumultuous period eventually led Prince Matin himself to speak out, revealing a surprising truth about his wife. More on that later. After their engagement was announced in October 2023, Anisha found herself in the center of a media storm. Her style and grace initially charmed many, but the spotlight also brought with it a darker side: cyberbullying and relentless harassment. The constant negative attention eventually led her to delete her personal social media accounts, stepping back from platforms like Instagram. Her decision to retreat was seen as an attempt to protect her privacy, but rumors suggested there might be more to the story than just a desire for solitude. Cultural norms and public criticism. In Brunei, where the majority follow conservative Muslim traditions, public displays of affection before marriage are frowned upon. This made Anisha's presence alongside Prince Matin before their wedding a point of contention. A video of the two embracing at a polo match went viral, leading to backlash from those who viewed the interaction as inappropriate. To them, it seemed like Anisha was too eager to stake her claim on the prince publicly. Even after her marriage, Anisha's efforts to fit into her new role didn't always resonate with the public. Despite adjusting her lifestyle to match the cultural values of Brunei, many questioned the sincerity of her actions. This skepticism was fueled by reports that she continued to struggle with adapting to the conservative environment of the royal court. Some insiders hinted that the royal family wasn't particularly fond of her, seeing her as an outsider trying to fit into a world that wasn't truly hers. There were whispers that Anisha's marriage to Prince Matin was only accepted by the Sultan to ensure his son's happiness, but not without reservations from other family members. Furthermore, rumors suggested that Anisha's influence on Prince Matin might not have been entirely positive. Some claimed that since their relationship began, he had picked up some of her habits, such as attending parties and smoking. Prince Matin's public defense. After months of hurtful rumors swirling around Anisha Rosner, Prince Matin decided he couldn't remain silent any longer. The prince, who has captured hearts with his blend of royal duty and modern-day charm, finally addressed the criticisms directed at his wife. Speaking with both firmness and emotion, Prince Matin revealed the truth about Anisha Rosner, making it clear that the hurtful remarks had taken a toll on their private lives. Prince Matin expressed his frustration, questioning why people felt the need to judge Anisha's past simply because she is now a part of his life. He emphasized that if he had no concerns about Anisha's life before their relationship, others should not either. For him, what truly mattered was who she is today and the significance she holds in his life. Behind the closed doors of their palace, the pain caused by relentless judgment is all too real. Anisha has been struggling, often retreating to private spaces where the weight of the comments brings her to tears, hands covering her face in sorrow. The prince, deeply affected by seeing his wife in such distress, couldn't stand it any longer. He knew he had to defend her publicly to remind the world that their love and commitment should not be overshadowed by baseless gossip. A life away from the spotlight, living apart from the constant gaze of the public eye has become their chosen path. They travel in secret, finding solace in the quiet moments they share away from the spotlight. Whether exploring remote places or simply enjoying each other's company, they've learned to cherish their time together far from the noise of public opinion. Their story is a testament to the strength of true love, even when faced with harsh judgment and unrelenting scrutiny. Despite the public's opinions and the challenges they've faced, Prince Matin and Anisha Rosa have chosen to stand strong together, away from the noise and into a more private life. They remind us that love is about who we are today and the choices we make for ourselves and those we care about, rather than past mistakes or outdated judgments. A love worth celebrating. As they continue their journey, we can only hope they find peace and happiness in each other's company, free from the weight of public expectations. Let's support them in their decision to live life on their own terms and respect their privacy. Let's celebrate their love story for what it is, a true testament to the power of love and commitment. What are your thoughts on Prince Matin and Anisha Rosa's journey? Share them in the comments and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more updates on their story and other royal insights.